What's old is new again. That can apply to many things, but today it's Mustang specific because today we meet the 2024 Ford Mustang, which is a fresh machine entering its 7th generation. To answer some questions right off the bat, no, there's no hybrid option, and no, there's no all-wheel drive version either. Instead, we have Ford sticking to the tried and true plan here of offering a rear-wheel drive pony car with a few flavors of engine and transmission choices. The smaller mill is a 2.3-liter EcoBoost turbocharged 4-cylinder. It will likely still make north of 300 horsepower as it does in the 6th gen car, and you compare it with a 6-speed stick or a 10-speed automatic. Ford has the 5.0 still on the docket for those who desire more grunt. The Coyote V8 is now in its 4th generation, and here with the latest Mustang, it should be producing at least 450 horsepower, possibly as much as 470, if we're basing it on what's been going on with the final iterations of the 6th gen car. And with this engine, you can also choose between your preferred gearbox, and you also get to choose between a coupe or a convertible. It's a familiar story with new lines. Those new lines appear inside and out. The latest Mustang looks like a Mustang, just new. I'm not in love with the sharp cut behind the taillights where it almost feels sort of Hyundai-ish, but the general pieces are still in place. You've got strong looking headlamps, vertical taillights, and an overall shape that still very much says Mustang. Ford has made the car more aggressively edgier, and I'll have to wait to see it in person to see how it really works. My initial reaction to the overall styling is pretty neutral, to be honest. I like the larger openings up front for great airflow. I'm a fan of the wing out back on the GT, and I like the wheel design too. The standard wheel on base models, by the way, is a 17-inch wheel, and that jumps to 19s on the GT with an option to climb to a 20-inch wheel. And if you check the box for the new Mustang Design Series option, you can opt for bronze wheels, which could look pretty great against the right color on the body. On the inside, Ford is keeping it very driver-centric. I expected Ford to go with its vertical center screen here, but instead we have a large connected dual screen layout. The gauge display is a 12.4-inch screen, while the infotainment screen is a 13.2-inch display, and both are placed behind a single piece of integrated glass. You can personalize the displays, adjust ambient lighting, and set the drive mode settings, all to have the cabin experience you're looking for. Speaking of those drive modes, the new Mustang lets you adjust steering effort, engine response, transmission tuning, and the stability control settings via 6 different drive modes. These range from normal to sport, slippery, drag, track, and a customizable setting with 6 different profiles available. To take it further, there's a performance pack offered that adds in a front strut brace, a Torsen limited slip diff, and MagneRide active suspension. You can also get wider tires and larger brakes. On the GT models, this pack also adds an extra brake ducting and an auxiliary engine oil cooler. And then Ford tosses in Recaro seats and an active exhaust on top of that. Speaking of performance, Ford can now outfit the Mustang with an electronic drift brake. This comes standard as part of the Ford Performance Pack, and Ford says it can turn novice drivers into drift pros, but I'm gonna hold my judgment on that one until I try it for myself. Another option for the new Mustang is the ability to rev the engine just by using the key fob. This is such an insane idea that I'm actually surprised Dodge didn't think of it first. I don't see a reason for it outside of annoying your neighbors, but maybe you want to do that, so have at it. Also, our friends at Kelley Blue Book got up close with the car, so this is what it sounds like.
Come on, we got it started. We got to hear it. Ooh, spicy.
We don't have the full specs on the cars for you yet, nor do we have pricing. Ford is keeping those a bit closer to the vest at the moment. What I do know though is that the 2024 Mustang goes on sale in the summer of 2023. And you can guess that some seriously potent models will soon follow, especially since some are speculating that this could be the last new V8 power generation of the Mustang ever.